Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So I have two new coins to show you today. We've got a bit of variety on display as well. So first up we have the Bull of Clarence. This is the Black Bull of Clarence, Tudor Beast, and it is a 1/4 ounce of fine gold. So this is the third bullion Tudor Beast coin, and it is obviously 4/9 fine. So unlike the sovereigns that you might have seen quite a few of here on the channel, it is pure gold if you like. And speaking of sovereigns, I also got a new sovereign today, although this one is not very new, and this is an 1845, so it does look like it might have been cleaned, but for a coin that's nearly 180 years old, is in pretty good shape. You know, we've got some pretty good detail, to be honest, and yeah, a nice coin nonetheless. So this is the first Tudor Beast, which has the King's portrait on there. I've got the previous and the first Tudor Beast here. So we have the lion here on the right. And right, let's get them in order. So we'll go lion. That's the lion. We'll go Yale, and then we'll go Tudor Beast. So I got this from Bullion by Post. A lot of people ask where I buy my coins from, and it varies, to be honest. I buy from all over, but mainly obviously reputable dealers and you know, the odd private seller, but mainly reputable dealers. So I'll do a full video on that because it gets asked most videos. And yeah, I've got a video from the past which I often link to, which is how I find some better deals sometimes. So I will link to that as well. But this is obviously the three so far in the bullion format, and we have the first two with the Queen, the third with the King. So the Queen's Beast series was very popular, and the 1/4 ounce size is often pretty popular for a coin, so you know, why not collect the set? And I always wished I collected the Queen's Beast as they came out, although I wasn't actively stacking at the time, so I could have picked up some, but you know, I didn't really know what I was doing, and I just bought a few Sovs and you know, things like that. So I didn't really understand all the different coins at the time. Now, first off, we have the Lion, which is 22, and then the second two are 2023. If you're watching this and you've seen the Panther, the Seymour Panther, that is available so far in proof only, so it will be coming out in bullion apparently. But obviously the Royal Mint, they don't give a good schedule of releases or anything like that, so hard to tell what they're up to. Now, the first thing you'll notice is the sort of funny posture of the lion, the Yale, and the bull. So I have never seen a bull sat in a field looking like that. Now, I mean, there's some, you know, artistic license and whatever, but like, have you ever seen a bull sat down like that? I don't know, it's kind of sat perched, isn't it? Like, it looks more like a kangaroo with a bull's head and quite a veiny neck, I suppose, to me. The Yale looks a bit more of a normal posture, I would say. Still looks a bit strange. It's like, you know, you don't see many Yales running around, but comparing it to a fancy goat, you know, it's got an interesting posture. And the lion, yeah, it's sort of sat there on the toilet, I guess. I know I'm sort of being a little bit critical, but I do like the design so far. So what I like about them is how it's a nice sort of clean edge with the text on the legend. I like this nice sort of chainmail background. You have like the security feature, they call it, like you see on the Britannias, and I do think it makes the design stand out quite well. Now, some of the Queen's Beasts, their like feet or the horns were encroaching into the legend and almost covering up some of the digits in the date in the past, which I wasn't too keen on, to be honest. So, you know, I like the Queen's Beast series on the whole, but that is my thoughts on this. So I will have the 1 ounce when it arrives. I will obviously make a video of that. I was hoping to do them together, but they're not here yet. So that is the first three in the 1/4 ounce size. Now I've got some other coins here to show you something interesting while we are here. So that is the lion. We'll pop him back, and the Yale. So the King Charles portrait, this is obviously on the bull we've just looked at. We have also on the sovereign. So this is the 2022 Memorial Sovereign. and it's the first one that has the king on. So you can see, I think the design does stand out a bit better in, yeah, it does stand out a bit better, I think, in the sort of 4/9 fine gold, and the more yellowy gold. That capsule's a bit scratched, but yeah, on the whole, quite like it. Nice coin. In terms of premium, they are a little bit more premium on these than the Britannia, but not so much. So at the moment, I think, you know, it's a reasonable idea to buy one and then, you know, anticipate the premium being a little bit more than a Britannia in the future, but we will see. So that is the Charles portrait comparison. I also have here the Charles 50p. This was just from like, you know, currency circulation. I don't know if there are many actually circulating, but they are, you know, a circulation coin in the UK that is like a 50p people would use, although I've just kept that one aside because it's a special one. And then finally we have the KC portrait on here. So that's a Silver Britannia, 1 ounce of silver, and obviously you can see compared to the 1/4 ounce there. So yeah, interesting. I think the portrait looks a bit better, a bit bigger. I'd say it looks okay on the silver. You know, I do think silver looks quite nice. I don't tend to buy a lot of it, but that is the silver. So next up, I mentioned I had a new shield sovereign. Now I'll quickly take a look at this. So this is my second oldest shield sovereign, and shield sovereign because it has obviously a shield on one side rather than your sort of George and the Dragon. So you'll see there is a little bit of wear on here. So I'm looking just in the centre of the shield and just towards where the lions are. There's a little bit of wear there, and you can sometimes see a little bit of wear on the crown. It's not too bad though. It's, you know, it's in pretty good shape considering its age. So this, it does look like it's had a bit of a clean. I'm not totally sure, but it does look that way. And like I say, it's a, you know, circulation coin. So these were circulated, if this was minted in 1845, for around another sort of 70 years, you know, till the start of the First World War. So I do have my sort of better condition shield on the side here. And this is 1871, which 1871 seems to be quite a common date, as does 1853. They seem to be the dates that I come across the most and I just get the most of. Not sure why. Well, obviously there's high mintages, but there are other years as well which have reasonable mintages, so not too sure. But the main thing to look for, you know, you ideally want to get a nice clean coin with you know, some good detail in the hair there. You don't want Victoria to be bald. And then when you go onto the shield side, it's worth paying attention to, you know, die numbers and things like that, just to see if there's anything interesting there which a collector might like. This particular one, it doesn't have a die number, and it would be London minted. So that is only, I think, my second from the 1840s, and like I say, it's my second oldest at the moment. So it is another date ticked off the date run that I'm not doing, and we must be closing in. We're into a second tube of shields, so we haven't filled 2 tubes of shields yet, but we're on the way. And yeah, I'm happy to obviously add a new coin to the stack, and always happy when it's a shield. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know in the comments.